What music is that I hear?
Something to try and make you feel at home.
I made it to Dubai. My plan was to sleep on that flight for 2 hours after editing the vlog, and I slept exactly 0 minutes and I'm exhausted. I've got like a 2-hour layover now here, and then I'm off to Manila on another 8-hour flight. So yeah, connections. Let's go find our plane. I need somebody to push me around in one of these. The only way to travel. All of a sudden, I'm so tired. So tired. I put my sunglasses on actually because I'm so tired, my eyes hurt. But I think the flights, I don't know where my gate is. I think I have to go down this elevator. This is much more complicated than I expected. Just took an elevator down and now I apparently have to get a train to my gate. It's a good thing I'm not in a hurry. Elevator 1, train 1, and then apparently now elevator 2 with waterfall. This is confusing. Based on the way I kind of got lost here a little bit in the airport, you'd think that I was new at travel, but no, I'm going on 8 years, just haven't slept in like 36 hours. So I think I made my gate though. So I'm a little bit angry. Actually, I'm quite a bit angry, and I don't think I'll ever be flying Emirates again. And I'm gonna catch this flight and try to calm down a little bit, and then I'll tell you guys why I'm upset, annoyed, and out quite a bit of money right now. But I'll tell you guys when I get to Manila because I want to calm down a little bit. So let's fly. I made it here to Manila. It's about 10:30 local time, and don't worry, I've still got that rant coming, but I'm gonna get to my hotel room first, so let's head that way now. It is rant o'clock. It's time to rant. I don't like to rant. Today got me. Today annoyed me. Yesterday, you remember that I mentioned that I never ever had an airline cause me an issue with my carry-on bag that is full of camera gear. That changed on this flight to Manila. Basically, let me backtrack to Madrid. When I got to Madrid, I had 30 kilos of luggage allowance. So I made sure when I asked the girl when I checked in if I was gonna be okay with my carry-on bag, because I could put some extra weight into my check-in bag. I had tons of space. I had like 12 extra kilos. She said, don't worry, it's safer for you, Brendan, to have your camera gear on your back. It's not gonna be a problem to be a little bit over the weight. And it wasn't. I got to Dubai. And then when I went to board my flight, they weighed my bag and it was 14 kilos. Their limit is 10 kilos. The 4 kilos over is a €165 fine. And now that's not a €165 fine for the whole trip. That's a €165 fine for each leg. I have a 4-leg trip. So essentially that's what, like $760 or something like that? $760. My flight was only $600 in total. So essentially they're saying that the 4 kilos of extra baggage I have stuck up in the overhead is worth more than I am. My bag, those 4 extra kilos in the overhead better be smoking cigars and eating caviar up there. So when I said to the people in Dubai, they told me this was gonna be fine in Madrid, this isn't gonna be a problem. They said, well, you can always check it, but I can't check it because I'm boarding the plane. My bag's been checked 16 hours ago. And rather than being helpful, rather than saying, okay, we can make an exception this time, but you know for next time, no, sorry sir, you're wrong, pay us the money. You are not boarding this flight without paying us the money. And that, to me, is ridiculous. So I pressed the lady at the counter a little bit to ask the reasons for the excess cost and why they're so high. After all, it is me carrying the bag onto the flight myself. It does, after all, fit into the carry-on size. In fact, it's quite a bit smaller than the carry-on size. So what's the issue? And she responded, safety. And to be honest, that's a pretty good answer. The bag could fall from the overhead if it's really heavy and hurt somebody. That's a great answer. But if safety was really their concern, they wouldn't let you on the plane with an overweight bag to begin with, not at all, because it's a safety risk. Right now, you can't fly, you can't travel on airplanes with Samsung Galaxy 7 Notes because they're dangerous. They can cause risk to passengers. You can't pay 300 euros to get around that ban. They're simply not allowed because it's not safe. So if it's not safe, why all of a sudden is it safe if I pay a couple hundred euros? All of a sudden, does passenger safety not matter if I'm paying money? To say that safety is the reason for charging excess fines is the most unethical, ethical argument I have ever heard in my entire life. This policy is 100% about making money from passengers in a really cheap and really extortionate almost way, because they don't do it when you check in Madrid. They don't weigh your bag. You arrive in Dubai and you have no other options other than to pay your bill and move on with life. To get back to the safety thing too, it's also crazy that it's not 10 kilos for your bag that goes overhead, it's 10 kilos in total. So their safety concern again is completely flawed, because I could carry 10 kilos up top and I can carry a small bag that has 2 or 3 kilos and put it in front of my seat like every other airline in the world. And of course you still have the same baggage allowance up top. But the reason they do it that way again is to cheat people into paying these prices. If I go to fly from Madrid to Manila, for example, like I just did, and I follow the rules to a T, I have my 10 kilo bag perfectly packed, I arrive in Dubai and all of a sudden I decide, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll buy a bottle of rum at the airport in the duty free. Then I get to the check-in and they make me weigh it, and I've got my 10 kilos I started with, plus I've got a little handbag with 1 or 2 kilos worth of rum, and then all of a sudden I'm paying like 50 plus euros per kilo for rum that I bought that's gonna sit in front of my seat. It's insane, it's ridiculous, and they do it on purpose for that reason. You buy all this stuff, you show up at the gate to check in, and then all of a sudden they're like, yo, you owe us extra money because you've gone over your weight. And at the end of the day, for me, it just seems like a huge ripoff, and that's it. And because of that, and because of the way it was handled in Dubai today, I don't think I'll ever fly Emirates again. I've had great experiences on Qatar Airlines, on Turkish Airlines, even Ethiopian Airlines that fly similar routes, so I have no reason to fly Emirates. I'm flying back to Madrid with Emirates, and we'll see what happens in the future, but I'm definitely gonna be avoiding them, I think, from here on out. Anyways, guys, I don't mean to start this trip through the Philippines on a sour note. That's just how my day went, and I've been grumpy about it. And I don't like ranting, so I'm not allowed to rant now for another whole month. No more rants. Rants are done. My rant quota is cleared. No more rants from Brendan. And tomorrow the fun here starts. I'm in the Philippines, and it's a place I've been wanting to go forever, and I'm so stoked about it, and I don't know what to expect. What I do know to expect is 7-Elevens. Anywhere I've ever been in Asia, there's just 7-Elevens on every single corner. And that's the only thing I know about the Philippines. The other things I know about the Philippines are they like basketball and photography. So I think we're gonna get along really well here in the Philippines. Tomorrow I'm leaving Manila in the evening time, so I have like the day to explore just this area here and get over my jet lag. And then I'm heading north here on the island towards Sagada, so that should be fun. Anyways, guys, sorry about the rant. I hate ranting. But I hope you guys understand that sometimes I need to vent. And sometimes the best therapist in the world is this camera and you guys. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you on tomorrow's episode, which will hopefully be rant-free. See you there. Peace.